Okay. Are we ready to go? Alright, then I'll count us down. I won't count us down quite yet. Alright, now I'll count us down. So, 3, 2, 1, start! Boost! Alright, so I'm Linkums. On the couch behind me we have Taku and AuthorBlues, and we'd like to take a bit of your time today to talk about Jesus. And by that I mean this Jesus video game. It is by Wisdom Tree, one of the unlicensed Christian NES games. It's pretty bad. It looks okay. I mean, no, it doesn't really look that okay. But this is one of 3 games on the cartridge, and this is actually the least awful of the 3. What makes it awfuler than it looks is that the physics are terrible, and just in a lot of different ways. Like with the other game earlier, pretty much everything feels like ice. The enemies knock you back like crazy. Walking down slopes will eat your jumps sometimes, or all the time. These things stun you if I'm on the ground when they land. These cacti are bad. So for the first couple levels, my main goal here is conserve health, like I just didn't do. But it's not that big of a deal. Right. Well, that's bad. So that's a nice glitch there, is if you're on the sloped ceiling, it counts as being on the ground. And so the rock fell, and I was touching the sloped ceiling, and it stunned me, and I fell into a pit. So, yeah, as AuthorBlues was queuing me up to say here, the big reason why I want to conserve health here is because it's incredibly slow to pick up extra. You can see I'm jumping over a bunch of extra health here, and that's because... Wow, what the heck? That's because to pick up extra health, you have to answer Bible trivia questions. And that takes quite a lot of time for the text to display on the screen, and it's just bad news. So most of the time I'm going to be refilling my health if I need to by killing myself at the beginning of the stage. But you might notice I haven't actually refilled my health yet, even though I've died. So what's up with that? Well, falling into a pit does not refill your health, but getting hit by enemies to death does refill your health. I don't know why, but that's how it is. By the way, you can shoot fruit. The grapes have an interesting property that if you shoot them in the air, they shoot backwards, and it kind of looks like the camel's brain is exploding. But that actually comes in handy later on, believe it or not. So there's different fruit, like I just picked up an apple, or maybe it's a cherry, I don't know. And they all function different ways. I'm not really going to use the apple. It just takes up space so I don't pick up the banana. And we're going to go through this level. Once again, I actually probably should have killed myself at the beginning here to refill my health, but I was zoning out a bit, so we'll just go with it. I might have to pick up some health. So I have 2 options here, either kill myself on the next level or pick up health. And I guess I'll go with killing myself, because the alternative is answering trivia, so. Alright, we're done with this one. The problem with conserving health here is this next level there are no health pickups at all, and it's a really long level, and I'm going to have to damage boost through some things. So I definitely want to have full health for a marathon, or at least 2 bars for a normal run, but I don't have anything close to that, so we're just going to die. Some of the enemies can combo you a lot. They will just hit you over and over and over, and other ones hardly do anything at all. Some of them knock you back like crazy, some of them don't. So you just have to remember, like, these mice are pretty devastating. And I can fight these things. I'm going to jump up here to despawn that mouse because it's annoying. You can fight these with a spitting attack, which can be aimed up or down, or straight ahead, but it's mostly useless. There's a few places it's useful, but not too good. A lot of enemies aren't affected by it at all, so that's why I have this pair with me right now. There's a room full of mice, and basically the only way is to shoot a pair, or wait a long time. This level in particular is pretty challenging if you're playing this game casually, because the only solution is to re-enter a door that you just came out of, and it's very unintuitive. So, thanks. Yeah, that cactus boost, sometimes it'll hit you twice, but it didn't, so that's good. Alright, we're getting there. This is one of the longer levels in the game, for sure, so I definitely wanted to have a lot of health here so I didn't die and have to start it over. That would be not the best thing. So coming up here is the big jump that if I make the jump, I save about 30 seconds, and if I don't, I made the jump! Sweet! So that's really hard because landing on any platform, you will go sliding all over the place, so your momentum is ridiculous. Enemies will knock you back like crazy, like I said, and that's a really tiny window there to land on. So it's good that I made that. That saves like 30 seconds. Otherwise, if I fall down, I have to walk all the way to the right side of the screen and pick up the banana of shame. And that will let me climb back up and kill a bunch of porcupines that can only be killed with a fruit. So we'll just dodge the bird poop here. Or maybe it's rocks, I don't know. This is Christian after all. Christians don't poop. Alright, so next level here has one of the more interesting tricks in the game. For the most part, this game is mostly straightforward platforming and avoiding the annoying glitches that the game has. Very few of the glitches are actually beneficial for a speedrun. They're all things that screw you up. But here I'm going to use that thing where the grapes shoot backwards. Hopefully, darn, it didn't work. Well, I have another shot on the next level. But I can hit those pillars with grapes. Oh, shoot. And the pillars will reverse directions at a very high speed. So by shooting it backwards, I can hit the pillar when it's behind me and ride it to the rest of the level. And it's a pretty snazzy strat, if I do say so myself. But it's also kind of hard to pull off. But, yep, we have another shot here. AuthorBlues claims this is the easier one, but I have issues with it for some reason, so don't get your hopes up. Oh, I'm getting hit. So, let's see if we can get it. Oh man, this might... Nope. Too bad. So sad. You'll just have to play the game yourself and keep trying until you get it. Wow, well that was weird. They're at like very strange intervals here. So I have to take these scary jumps. Like, because of the momentum and the ice physics. It's not fun. What's the next level? I don't even remember. Ah, here we go. This is a nice boring level. You could read a donation if you have any.
Well, $5!
Oh my gosh!
Donated $5! And their comment is $5!
Whoa! Wow. That is highly appreciated. So these pillars I just have to deal with. I could have jumped off and landed right up here, but I messed it up. Same thing here, I can do this. And we're at the top. One of the biggest breakthroughs in speedrunning this game for me was realizing I could mash select to skip the level result screen. I had to redo my run. That was after the similarly massive discovery that there is a run button in this game. So this is one of the few levels that has it has multiple exits actually, so there's no benefit. There's bonus points, which count for nothing, and so I just take the fastest exit. Speaking of, well actually, let's not speak of that. Let's get these two things that for some reason don't have trivia. Those are the only two in the game that I know of. I don't know why, but I will take them. So, I was going to talk about points, but let's talk about this bear. Yeah, this is from the Gospel according to Methuselah, which is controversially not part of the canonical Bible. But the spore spawn things that it drops are random, so usually it's not a problem, but kind of it is sometimes. The fruit that drop at the end of the spores are always really close to where you are, so it's not usually an issue. So, points. These gold bags here, depending on the level, you pick up gold, frankincense, and myrrh, which you'll bring to baby Jesus, and it has no effect. There's unlimited lives and continues in this game, so there's really no reason to ever get it. And I skipped the result screen, so who knows what points I have. Boop. Okay. 21. I do have 20. Oh, I guess it does say. I just didn't care. Alright. So, here's another sort of vertical level. I'm gonna wait just to be safe. We'll save some health here. And at the top, where's my thing? There it is. Whatever those things are, post in the chat what you think those are, because I have no idea. Those little things. I don't know what they are. So we're climbing up, and at the top of this we're going to have another boss fight with the bear. It's exactly the same, except it's easier because the spores that it drops will just despawn for no reason, so that's nice. And if you're wondering why I don't rush the bear a little bit faster, it's because if you hit it too early, the next fruit might not fall. And also, whenever the bear is dying, it can still hit you, so you don't want to run past it too much. Anyway, since we saw this already, if there's any more donations, which I doubt, but no, I'm optimistic. Anything?
We have $25 from Ben Vimes. It says, I actually owned King of Kings growing up. I can't believe I wasn't the only one. Now do the Escape to Egypt.
Let's not. Yeah, that one, Escape to Egypt, is pretty bad. Alright, we're good. We're done with another level. Isn't that nice? I could hardly bear it. Alright, this level is one of the longest basically the other longest level in the game. It's a big climb upwards, and if you fall from the top, it's bad news. So let's not do that. Back in the day, it was really hard. Well, anybody playing this game casually, it's going to be really hard, because there's all these smallish platforms and enemies flying around, but I have a fairly consistent way of keeping them, you know. By the way, there's lava here. Taku insisted that I mention the lava of the Doom Fortress, also part of the Gospel according to Methuselah. So here there's going to be bats, and this was one of the biggest problems for me learning to speedrun this game. But they come at irregular intervals and according to how high the screen is scrolled. So I mean, basically, if you go fast, it actually ends up being easier for those bats. You can just hop under them. Oh, it took a little damage. It's okay. And the rest of this is, you know, it's pretty much platforming for this level. There's one slightly scary part, but I probably won't fall. Don't worry about it. If I do, it's okay. The wise men actually took about a year or two after Jesus' birth to arrive, so I think as long as I'm within a year or two of my estimate, it should be alright. So let's see. Gotta go down here. Didn't jump, but that's okay, I'm not supposed to. Alright, I didn't even get hit. Look at that. Excellent. I'm glad to have that level out of the way. Alright, the next level is going to be another fairly slow one. Basically, all I had to care about was having at least 1 bar of health, and I do, so I'm in good shape. I don't know if there's any more donations, but you're welcome to read them.
Well, $5.01.
Oh, snap.
Donated $5.01. And their comment is $5.01.
Wow.
Had to one up the other guy.
Man, $5 needs to get on his game. Alright, so this is pretty straightforward. There are also sort of alternate paths for this, but I'll just take the fast one, because it's a speedrun. Mice. Oh, shoot, I didn't jump, but I still have enough health, so it's okay. By the way, this game has an easy mode also. Each of the 3 games on the cartridge has a normal and easy mode, and for this one, easy mode takes out half of the levels and also removes a lot of the enemies, changes some of the enemy behaviors. These rocks don't crumble on easy, so that's what I needed the full health for, because I pretty much always take a hit there. And we're good to go. So easy mode is a thing, but it's pretty boring. Like, you don't even have the bear bosses, so like, what's really the point of playing that? Alright, I'm going to take an intentional death here by the duck to refill my health faster than answering trivia questions. Have I answered any trivia questions yet? I don't think I have. Yeah. Obviously, kill yourself with the duck. This duck is really hard to avoid. And so are these trivia questions, actually. I'll often get hit by the duck and be pushed into the thing. This is a evil orangutan. If you hit it with the right rhythm, you can sort of stun lock it, but I didn't, so he's throwing like poop balls at me or something. And you can reflect your shots also. And rest in peace, anybody who uses eyes. I'm gonna get this accidentally. Oh, well, obviously this is the Sea of Tiberias, so I mean, who doesn't know that one? And we're basically in the clear, except these waterfall sharks. How are they doing that? And this is one of the enemies that can hit you very fast, very repeatedly, and it will combo you to death. So you gotta be very careful with the waterfall sharks. They're no good. We're coming up to the end here. We only have 2 levels left. This is another one of the hardest levels, but it's also short, so if I die, it's not too big of a deal. Let's go. We jump, and I'll show you why it's hard. It's because it combines all of the great things about this game. The slippery physics, the tiny platforms, the momentum, the enemy knockback. It's all here. 1 level. And you fight this guy on a tiny moving platform. And we'll hopefully stun lock him and not have to worry about dodging. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Alright, moving on to the last level here. This level's actually pretty easy. I should not have done what I just done, but the snakes there, you can hit them with your spit, but they will reappear, so you have to push them off of the platform. Oh yes, and it kills that one also because I don't know why. It just does. And we're in the clear. All it is a straight walk now to baby Jesus, and we're good to go. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sitting behind me, people. And enjoy the rest of AGDQ. But wait, there's more. You gotta see the ending. It's not quite over. That was time, by the way. We've reached baby Jesus. So oh, is it gonna... Oh, there it is, there it is. Isn't that nice? There are a few things I want to point out about this, though. First of all, Mary and Joseph do not seem to have legs. I think there's some sort of like Pac-Man ghost kind of thing going on. And also that angel is very diabolical looking, but that's pretty much it. There you go, King of Kings. There's no credits. Why would there be? All right, and I'll pass it on to whoever's next.
All right, well, before you do, we have one last donation here.
All right.
From $5, $10.
What?
They donated $10!
Oh, man.
And their comment is $10!
Woo!
We have a $500 donation